Hey guys, it's Sty, and Star Wars The Old Republic has recently gone free to play. Now, let's talk about this, and let's talk about Star Wars The Old Republic. So, this is the BioWare MMO, published by EA. Obviously, it's Star Wars. Now, this came out last year. I think it came out sometime in December last year. It's almost a year old. Now, me and Kirioth picked this game up. I was really looking forward to this because obviously Star Wars. It's like I was sucking in. It was Star Wars. Good lord, I need to play this game. And we didn't completely follow the game because it was kind of like, yeah, we knew it was Star Wars. We knew it was going to have, you know, this fantastic storyline in it and all these, you know, personal quests and stuff like that. And you could play through the quests co-op or in a group and all things like that. It sounded amazing. So, you know, we picked it up and we started playing, and I think we played for, well, this is my highest level character, Stylosa, level 20 Sith Inquisitor. Kirioth, he was level 20. I think he was a Juggernaut or something, the Darth Vader wannabe. And then we stopped playing. Well, why did we stop playing? Well, there was a lot of problems. Like the game, the textures on the resolution of the textures was really poor, so it looked really bad. And it's not really that much different than a World of Warcraft, and it came out in 2011. The combat system is basically identical. You know, it's not like a Guild Wars 2 which tries to change the mould, only slightly, but there's enough changes there to make the game fresh. The only thing going for it really is it's Star Wars and it's got a good personal plot storyline on the go. Apart from that, a lot of the game was a bit meh, so we stopped playing. Now it's gone free to play, so you would think, okay, this is a great thing for a game which has arguably failed, cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make, and it has not made that money back really. You know, it doesn't have the sub base to support that, so they've gone free to play. The question is the free to play good enough? And I don't think it is. I think it's a bit of a joke really. It's almost like it's not free to play, it's free to download the game client, then you need to pay to play. It's quite shocking. Okay, so we're going to look at the cartel market. Now this is the in-game store. So to me, if your game is going to go free to play, you give everybody access to everything, and then you sell vanity items, or you sell items which might give you an XP boost, or something like that. They've not gone down that route, and when we get onto the actual details, the meat and veg, although that sounds a bit wrong, well, it would be if I said meat and two veg, yeah, of the actual changes to free to play and the different well, you can be a subscriber, you can be preferred, or you can be basically free to play. So I'll go into that later. So this is the cartel market. So this is where you buy this stuff. So you can see there's a bit of armor, destroyer armor set. It kind of looks, whatever, it looks alright, I suppose. Fits the theme of the game, or the visual style. You know, the cartel market itself, I'm not really that fussed with this, because this is really what the free to play should focus on, instead of heavily restricted like every aspect of the game. But as I say, I'll get onto that. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So you can add coins, cartel coins. They are your riot points, your station cash. Every company uses its own different style of imaginary currency to fund its game. That's all that is. You can buy that from the website. You can, if you're a subscriber, actually get a set amount every month, so you can waste that on stuff. PlanetSide 2 and other games like that have got the same system in place. So you've got things like the experience booster. That's, again, fine. I don't really mind that. If the game's free to play, it's got to make money somehow, selling things which people are going to constantly want to keep buying. So you can buy packs as well. So you've got things like the Black Market Cartel pack, which gives you like a chance of some rare gear. You get a boost, and you get other stuff. They're the sort of stuff you really would expect, like cosmetic things. This is what I think a free-to-play game really should focus on, like premium cosmetic items and stuff like that. You've seen this in World of Warcraft, where you could buy things like pets, you could buy special mounts and things like that. That's really what they should focus on, not trying to cut everything down to every little bit. But as I say, I will get onto that. So you've got things like this, which is kind of interesting. These are unlocks. Now it looks like you can buy unlocks, but you also get unlocks depending on what level of subscriber you are to the game. But everything is heavily restricted, so even things like classes. Now, in my opinion, one of the worst free-to-play games or models in any game is EverQuest 2, and that is the same type of thing, where everything is really massively restricted, and it's pathetic really. It puts people off. Games are free-to-play. Everybody should be able to enjoy the base game, not simply be able to download the game and do the very bare minimum of where the game says to you at a point, hey, you know what? You want to play in the war zones? You need to buy the pass. You want to go on an operation? You need to buy the pass. They're like raids and PvPs, arenas and stuff like that. You have to pay to get into them. That's crazy. And inevitably, what will happen if you complete a dungeon or you do a quest and you get given an item, you cannot actually equip that item because you don't have the relevant pack which allows you to wear that tier of gear, which again is another way of it's pathetic really, because you look in your bags and you'd be like, you know what, I've put a lot of effort into this, I'm going to buy that. So the game is forcing you to pay money to use an item you've already acquired. I hate that. I absolutely fucking hate it. Hopefully you guys are with me in the comments, but I completely hate that. I mean, stuff like, okay, weekly pass to the space missions. I mean, these were like, they're parts of the game. You know, the flashpoints, parts of the game. I suppose the only saving grace for me is I am a preferred subscriber, so I've got some of the benefits. I'm not totally free to play because, of course, I bought the original game. You know, so I've paid I bought it twice, so $39.99 and $39.99 again for Kirioth. Obviously, only it spent $39.99 English pounds on my game. Yet I don't really seem to be getting much back for that. You know, you would have at least thought they would have give people who bought the boxes a free subscriber month where you've got everything. I don't know. It's definitely quite well, let's get on to the actual what you get. So this is the features or the subscription thing. So you've got subscription, you've got preferred, and you've got free to play. So let's just focus on free to play. I'm not necessarily bothered with the other two. Maybe preferred. Obviously subscription, you get everything. So this is paying a monthly subscription, you know, as in you would anyway. So you get access to the story content. That is the main bonus with free to play. But look at everything else. You don't get access to sprint. You do, but it's later on. Crew skills, you don't get as many. You don't get priority game login. Your bank and your cargo hold is limited. Your credit cap, well, it's capped, whereas subscription it's not. But even preferred status is capped. But subscription's unlimited. You don't have full chat functionality. I mean, come on, chat functionality in an MMO? You must be fucking joking me. Mail. You don't have full mail functionality. Now, I must stress, this is not a trial of a game. This is free to play. You need access to these things to even be able to do anything. Okay, maybe they don't want, you know, credit farmers or whatever from China. It's just a bollocks excuse, that is. Secure trading, you don't get access to it. Galactic Trade Network, you don't get access. You know, respecialization, so like respecs. Character creation, you can only make 2 characters. It's limited for race as well. Operations, you can't get in. It's pretty bad. So like flashpoints, again, you have to buy passes or you just don't get in. Space missions, again, you know, like the list just, I mean, look at the list. Inventory's limited. Quick travel. Emergency fleet passes, which are like, I think it's a teleport to the fleet. I might be wrong on some of these details, but what I'm getting at is the level of restriction placed on people who go free to play. And what strikes me the most is it's actually all listed on their website, so you'll be like, you can blatantly look at what you don't get. I know it's maybe there for advertising purposes to make you think, oh yeah, but if I'm subscription I'll get all of this stuff. It's pathetic. So, you know, stuff like mounts are restricted until a certain level, I think. Guilds, I don't think you can start a guild, and if you can't join a guild, that's even worse. Oh, the GUI quick slots. Now, this is an interesting one. I think that refers to the hotbars, which were restricted. I think you could only have 1, but then they realised that was a bit bad, so they gave you 2. But remember, SWTOR, or Star Wars The Old Republic, is very much like a World of Warcraft game, or an EverQuest 2 MMO. You have a lot of, you know, you maybe need 4 or 5 hotbars for all your abilities. It's not like Guild Wars 2, where you've got 5 or 6 abilities and that's it. You know, you need loads of hotbars, and they restrict that. It's like, you are joking me. I mean, to me, this is just, it is the worst application of free-to-play I have ever seen. So, number one, we've got a game that's struggling. Okay? We've got a game that cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make. So what we'll do is we'll make it go free-to-play to get more people onto it, because everybody loves free-to-play. But we will restrict almost every single aspect of the game. And that is absolutely friggin' mental. That is... I am lost for words. I cannot understand at what management level they have sat down and said, you know what, this is what we're going to do for free to play. If it was me, I'd say, right, what we're going to do is free to play. Everything is going to be unlocked. We're going to focus heavily on cosmetic items, on things for your ship, new droids, new whatever. multicoloured lightsabers, I don't care, any of that, but everybody gets the whole game, because then you know what? Do you know what would happen then? I would play Star Wars The Old Republic. In this state, I will not play Star Wars The Old Republic, because it is absolutely shocking. Now, this screen you see now just shows the end of the list, so things like item mod removals and the augment slots. So think of, you know, like gemming items and stuff like that. You can't do that if you're free to play. Again, the list is just ridiculous. So let's look at the prices of stuff. So if you want to buy some of the imaginary cartel coins, which you can use in the cartel store, you can see the prices listed there. They're in English pounds, because obviously I'm in the UK, but just look at the website yourself if you want your regional currency. So let's just totally ignore the top section, because really that's like this is not a proper free-to-play game. This is a free-to-play game they want you to play a subscription on and then buy the cartel coins, but we'll give you some cartel coins every now and again. So for 60 days access, $18.99, yeah, a one-time purchase. Okay. Reoccurring subscriptions, 30 days, that's a month, essentially, $8.99. That is the same price as World of Warcraft in the UK. That is, you know, your $15 or whatever it would be in the US. That's the standard MMO price, and that's basically what they were charging anyway before they went free to play. So if you continue to pay that, we'll keep giving you access to the game. But then what we'll do is you need to buy cartel coins if you want to get any of the stuff out of the cartel store. I mean, you do get a certain amount of cartel coins through being subscribed every month, like 500 or so. You know, it's not a massive amount. And then of course you've got your other ones. I mean, your 180-day deal is £7.60 a month it works out to be, but they will bill you at £46 every 180 days. So, you know, it's almost like they want both. Like, to me, they want people to stay subscribed, because if you want access to the game, you can play, yeah, you can play it free to play, but you get absolutely nothing, right? So what we'll do is we'll charge them a subscription anyway. So they're not really free to play. They're having to pay subscription to get access to the full game. And then on top of that, we'll say, you want to buy these other items? Okay, you need to pay us more money. So in reality, or this is how it appears to me, the subscriber base actually paying more money now. If you are a fan of the Old Republic, you are going to pay the subscription, obviously, but now you're going to spend extra money on the... It's like they're not bringing new players in, they're just milking old players, and I fucking hate that. And this to me, this is just horrendous. The only good thing this game has got going for it when it's free to play is you get access to the full storylines. They are by far the best thing about this game. It's almost like the BioWare of old storytelling has come back. I'm gonna leave you to watch this. This is like an early sequence with the.
You got some skill breaking through Fothra's line, and some
I'll let you watch it, but this is the best thing. I would highly recommend, if you
with that attitude, you're going to get
are very interested in the storyline, or this appeals to you, then by all means download the game and start playing through some of the class stories, because they really are quite good. Obviously, you're probably going to get tempted along the way to spend some cash. That's up to you, but hopefully I've explained the situation with this game and how it's not really free to play. So as I say, I'll leave you to this, guys. Make sure you subscribe, follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.
Look, I don't care one bit about Nemro or Fothra. I work for myself, and you're going to give me the Brel Kid.
Sorry, buddy, I can't do that. The Brel Kid's a traitor. First time Fothra's thugs start shooting at us, he turns coward and tries to join their side. Nemro's gonna have a lot of questions for him, and I can't let him go.
His big brother isn't going to like that. And, believe me, you don't want to mess with him.
Then he should have come here himself. Look, I don't want to make trouble. So how about I pay you some credits and you go on your way? Tell Brel's big brother you got here too late or something. You'll be richer, and this weasel will get what he has coming.
Hey, credits are credits. I'm not picky.
You hear that, Brel? Your savior's just been bought. Hope you did everything you wanted to do in this life, because once Nemro's through with you, you're done.
No, please! Please!
Stop sniveling, you moron. Here, take your credits. And good luck dealing with Big Brother.
Where is he? Where's my brother?
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Forgot? I don't think so. You went in there, you came out, but my brother didn't. If I find out you had the chance to save his skin, and you didn't...
Time to pay up.
Pay? You really think I'm gonna pay you for leaving my brother behind? Just get out of here. I've had enough of you, scum.